national sport update on Tuesdays and Wednesdays on the... Hey you! Be part of the Listening Radio every Mondays to Fridays, 10 a.m. to 12 midday for authentic conversations and sharing experiences on the brunch. For entertainment, join our Drive Time crew on Mondays for international and national sport updates. On Tuesdays and Wednesdays on The Drive with The Vibe for entertainment news and celebrity gossip. On Thursdays, entrepreneurship and mentoring. And to get you started for the weekend with top trending songs on the DJ's Vibe every Friday. All this from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Enjoy your Saturdays on the Fun Box from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. for laughter, relaxation, and family moments. And no, we do not forget the little ones. Bedtime stories at 8 p.m. We measure our success by how we wow our customers and listening audience. Stay tuned, for this is Radio Fry Fry on 97. Hey you! Be part of the Listening Radio every Mondays to Fridays, 10 a.m. to 12 midday for authentic conversations and sharing experiences on the brunch. For entertainment, join our Drive Time crew on Mondays for international and national sport updates. On Tuesdays and Wednesdays on The Drive with The Vibe for entertainment news and celebrity gossip. On Thursdays, entrepreneurship and mentoring. And to get you started for the weekend with top trending songs on the DJ's Vibe every Friday. All this from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Enjoy your Saturdays on the Fun Box from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. for laughter, relaxation, and family moments. And no, we do not forget the little ones. Bedtime stories at 8 p.m. We measure our success by how we wow our customers and listening audience. Stay tuned, for this is Radio Fry Fry on 97.1 FM.
It's a new year, and your favorite show is back again with a bang. Say hello to Radio Fry Fry's mid-morning show, The Brunch, from Mondays to Fridays, 10 a.m. till 12 midday on 97.1 FM, live on our Facebook page, Radio Fry Fry, and on our website, www.fryfry.live. Experience and enjoy authentic, thought-provoking conversations on every reality. Share your stories and let's debate over great music and so much more wherever you are. On The Brunch, we talk about everything, and I mean everything. It's a new year, and your favorite show is back again with a bang. Say hello to Radio Fry Fry's mid-morning show, The Brunch, from Mondays to Fridays, 10 a.m. till 12 midday on 97.1 FM, live on our Facebook page, Radio Fry Fry, and on our website, www.fryfry.live. Experience and enjoy authentic, thought-provoking conversations on every reality. Share your stories and let's debate over great music and so much more wherever you are. On The Brunch, we talk about everything, and I mean everything.
Hello, Kabo Kushe, good morning and welcome to the Brunch Show, brought to you by Radio Fry Fry 97.1 FM. And Fambulem, if you listen to me from Makeni, I want to say Impiari Seke. If you listen to me from Bo or Kenema, I want to say Boa Bise. If you listen to me from Freetown, of course, I want to say good morning, Kushe and Kabo, me Fambulem. Remember, say this program where you listen to so now the Brunch Show, where they come to you every Monday to Friday, 10 o'clock in the morning to 12 o'clock in the afternoon. As now don't know, we still inside the month of April, where we talk about more of Sierra Leone history, because we won't forget for no, but we country and we heritage. So today, me where they talk to owner, me on name now WINSTONA Khadija Weber, and with me in the studio I have my lovely co-host, the man with the many names, just like how the problems are many.
The problems are not many for me. I am sorry. The problems are so limited compared to
Are
my
you
God.
sure?
If you see my God, you will not think about my problems.
Okay.
So anyway, my name is Lawrence Head. Of course, the name them Boko Pastor, but today I choose to be humble. I choose to tread on the path of peace. You know, we can use Boku name, then I will can they try for they dare the devil because you no go know. Imagine say you get Boku name. I'm not saying name Papa be think of. You know say you get Boku name. If the devil want face you today, you therefore choose one name. No knows one part the name they go fail you. But you know it is well. That's true. Just keep it locked on Radio Fry 97.1 FM. Today we'll get a lot for you in the studio. We'll get for can talk about something where I believe say we all therefore very, very interested for learn a lot about, including myself, which is on the studio right now. Because of course we not just Dana, me and of course my lovely co-host WINSTONA Khadija Weber. We get another person within the studio here. So with we, a man of high sagacity, a man of a lot of wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and paper and details to back it up. Also they can say na joke. They talk about man way you know, then the two way you know back no thing there. And the people that will teach and then say they then may come back, then come to and they say, bro, you know too much. You man in name me ask for explain. Now in one get able for call entitled at this world. Because you know why? Now in just wait no more you go understand. They say na knowledge, they give knowledge. Now waiting they say na sense, now make book. Also book makes sense. And the man this way they talk history, not touch book. I don't understand. So also any kind of person they call right now, or no less a person, but the man himself. Introduce yourself, sir.
Well, good morning,
Good morning.
Fambulem. Mina for the S. Bangura,
And that other name now like
popularly called historian, the eruditus of modern time.
Tell you.
Yegi.
Tell you.
That is the name, the Herodotus of modern times. You know, say me, I know eating and I know say Herodotus.
Of course, I am the only replacement to Professor J.D. Ali.
Wow.
Applause.
Wow. I did tell you.
Applause.
Now they say that my way we don't know book. Then book no You know some of who they go school, we only open the book, they'll pass. But people then they where they know the book, then the book know them. People then they where the book they pass through. Where if you like I say, we then take the book they lost. They say, Sam. I remember I tell the book they go to exam with they study. We don't study, don't we don't exam with the guys. So they knock we eat. Okay. Remember, you ever happy to you when na exam the guys you forget they knock you like I say knock you now remember. At the time for tell you say this eruditus will get at the studio. He ain't knocking aid. He no need for the aid get everything. He no need for mix up the information. They can show now everything with details and I remember I made true, but she say time. No, it's a period and event.
Of course, the period and the event.
Well, they can learn about the period and the event. Whose events are the who will get for talk about today, WINSTONA?
Well, basically, today we get for talk about Independence Day.
Bam.
But you know, Fambulem, una already know with Radio Fry, we dey cater for the best and we dey bring una the best of the best.
Right.
Because we want for put informations there out there we make so much sense. We want for bring una facts upon facts upon facts. And Fambulem members say on the second segment of the show, we dey open the phone line. Also, you go get for call and make yourself your Mimi. You know, although not so little because we said
Everything.
from Una, we not sabi all thing at all. Remember say, you know, you can call and give yourself your knowledge towards the topic for today. But before they can go inside this lovely topic, I go like for the quote of the week. We say, our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. So basically, what's in this mean? We glory not in falling, but now in rising every time. For every time we fall down, you pick yourself up, you grab back. That's your glory. We fall down, not left usa you fall down, not day. Make sure say you fit till you grab back. And Lawrence gonna give you the verse of the day, and then we'll get to go into the topic of the day.
So, Fumble, you get for no say we na Radio 5 guy. We not just only value we not just only value information, we also value God.
Exactly.
Now, they start saying things there before we even go inside the program. We can learn for put God first.
Yeah.
When I make with the start today with the verse of the day, will come out from Romans 15 verse 4 and it says, "For whatsoever was written in the former days was written for our instruction, that through endurance and through the encouragement of the scripture, we might have hope. You know, to make I like this scripture, yeah, so because it literally they remind me of waiting. I remember say I climax everything with now with conversation yesterday where I was saying if you are thinking about everything about who a Sierra Leonean is, at the end of the day you have to land at one point. We are a hopeful people. With everything we've gone through, with everything we've been through, with everything we are going through, we are still a set of people that believe that tomorrow will be better. We continue to press on, we continue to move, we continue to trust God. So another way for also get hope and add to your hope, encouragement in for waiting. He say for me we go according to scripture. I say for go back to waiting. Papa God don't write down for me. So if you are there listening to me and yourself, say you don't make Bible malice, we go necessary for just add to your faith. So that's it. Now at least we go get lesser people then where they grumble and talk negative things there about Sierra Leone. You hope could get substance where you make the Bible call down the waiting faith.
Exactly. So, as I don't state earlier, say we topic for today, now basically the Independence Day. Most of we don't know the history behind us gaining independence. So basically, we want to start with the definition. So, fambule we no be no, go no. What it basically mean for somebody for be independent? Well, me go say what it mean for make somebody be independent and for make it take up a responsibility by himself. They say and now say everything we get for do with it then his shoulder. And if for do and the right way and not for above to nobody, for cater for himself in the best way as possible. So we as a country, if we say we don't gain independent, it means say we not the under other country they again. We are on our own. And it left to we for fix and make we country.
Wow. Wise words coming from WINSTONA. I like what you can go into, no, not blame we, not so we can naturally. Sometimes they will not be able to talk then kind of but for me we can they heralded us. It's not easy.
It don't the influence we.
Wisdom just the flow. Anyway, for me, if I for just get general understanding of what I feel say independence supposed for be. Independence when it comes to a state supposed for mean say we get the liberty for think, inspire or aspire for become whatsoever we want to be. When I say the liberty for do that, because I'm coming from a place where I'm trying to get you to understand that one, firstly, the liberty for even think. You not been there now with people that life hundreds of years ago. If you were considered to be a Creole, everything you would have to think about would be something they would have told you.
Yes.
Why? Because we were either a colony then or we were slaves. So you see, they like today you for grab and you just say, I want to be a lawyer. Today you for grab and you just say, I want to be a doctor. Today you for grab and say, no, I want to do this, I want to do that. Before, it was not even part of the right of black people to have an education. It was not privileged to us to have. Yeah. Now, based on things like this, you are privileged to have it. Not just privileged to have it. Now, it is even in our, the current government's assignment that free education should be given to citizens of the country. You see how independence has played a very great role. It brings us all liberty.
Exactly.
To think beyond, to think above the status quo. If imagine say the people that we been come from slave ships them. If them they think self say one day get for day we na this land person go get the freedom for get right to even education. Like at this kind of level. I wish they could. I'm not saying they not been get that themselves. Independence has brought so much, and I just pray that we before maintain that day. But besides that, there are so many other definitions for independence. Where I be one for share. We come up from internet. We'll get it says independence is simply means being capable to stand alone, women say Sierra Leone as a state being capable to stand alone, and also we get not controlled by outside forces. Well, I don't know how for talk Danny now. Are we not controlled by anyway, we're gonna get in there. And that is why the conversation, the point of the whole conversation today, we'll get an engagement question. And the engagement question is have we grown as a people after 63 years? Tomorrow will make it 63 years of independence. Have we grown? What have we done with this wonderful independence that we're going to be celebrating tomorrow? We'll get another one which says being free from external control or constraints. Another one says not controlled by a party or interest group. The other one says a neutral or uncommitted body. When you say neutral or uncommitted body, it simply means that you're not existing to have or say for sponsor somebody else. We're not outside the day. It simply means that you're neutral. Outside you day, now your responsibility. It means you are free to make rules and you are free to invest and commit your time and resources towards what is going on where you are. Like for example, when we were a colony, everything that was happening here was for the interest of the British. Now we can pay attention to do what we want to do here for the interest of Sierra Leone. That's basically it. Of course, we get the Herodotus, so they can give it now in depth. Waiting independence suppose for me.
Well, fumble them once more in the morning. To me, your own perspective, to a broader perspective, a historian perspective, or historical perspective. Independence, now when nations, they strive, they fight for their, then go able to control the political affairs, the economic, the natural resources, and the society within there. This independence, of course, now something we, as you rightly said, it mean liberty, it mean freedom. You forget freedom for make decision for yourself.
Yeah.
You forget freedom for govern yourself in terms of taking decision. If you're able to make decision for yourself, we forefathers them, we nationalist leaders them be lack in the era of colonialism. Let me not forget, say, Sierra Leone, now one of the first colony we European they established in Africa. 1787, we become a colony. And from 1787 to 1808, 1st January, Sierra Leone became a crown colony, British crown colony. So moving from British crown colony, imagine, for a country and its people to be under colonial rule almost for 153 years.
Wow.
With the under British rule. Everything will be the go on in the country be the under the hands of the British. In terms of the government, in terms of resources, everything now the British they be they decide.
Even to the people there.
We forefathers they not be get access, they not be get saying. So as a result of this, some of them decide for galvanize themselves. Say we no go just sit down so and watch. Because other countries then don't they also they move. The likes of India and we gain independent 1947. And we get other people them way then they na the Caribbean, the America, then they na England. We then decide for come together with them from Pan-Africanists. From this Pan-Africanists we saw nationalist movements imagine. So these nationalist movements that emerge extend to Africa. So Africa themselves decides to we not go sit there and watch with the under colonial rule. Then people there they decide with life. Let we see our best we go able for liberate for free we country and we people them from these colonial administration. You understand? So as a result of this, Sierra Leone be able to get a young independent when at 27th day of April 1961. That now after we some countries that are already gain independent. We need for give blessing, kudos to Ghana. Because Ghana independent usher the independence of Africa. We take place March 6, 1957. The efforts, the work of Kwame Nkrumah, where then they call Dr. Francis Osanjifo, means the savior in Ghana. We usher independence in Ghana 1957, usher the independence of other African states. And Sierra Leone not be able for left out. We also joined after 16 to 17 African countries where they don't gain independence in 1960, together with Nigeria. You don't understand? Sierra Leone also decides we gain independence. But with time, I will tell Fambul them how we manage for get this wonderful day. I think I will stop here first.
Wow.
That was a lot.
I can always enjoy the fact that you not just get the information, you get the dates, you get the names.
The information
get,
can be
like,
so detailed.
I'm telling you. And Fable, they just get not able for see we I can turn and I can go to our Facebook page and try for like watch this conversation and get a wonderful experience there. And if you forget and then also share the link also, you can just go now radio you can just go now Facebook and just type Radio Fry and go see the link there. Also, the reason make I tell you this about make you see say this man on old book, old pen, old paper, old phone. Nothing, old. The man now.
Computer.
I mean,
Sharp.
it is well. Well, the good thing is, based on all what you talk, so I'm glad they say, one, we have Africans that in those days were willing to face the British. They were able to make serious strides like that. We had people that were able to influence, and Sierra Leone was able to learn from these people and follow the influence and push us to where we are today. Because I really did imagine whose kind of world we've been born into. If Tena win have been colony, enough will be easy. Imagine 100 and something
53
years.
days.
153
years.
Years. 153 years of they not go and call it slavery, but it was also imagine working every day for other people and really the only thing they want from you now result. That's just what it was. Say no more you get your own place now, you far away from them, but really all and they want from you now result. They will give you instructions, you follow them, everything they were doing was on their behalf. Now at least we for grab today we say, well, Saloni not make so we want for change this. Now we for change and force them. Yeah. Anyway, but even as we were talking about that, it's nice to know that was the background. We thank God for Ghana, we thank God for all of these countries, we thank God for India and all of that. The other thing that we really, really need to know, besides knowing the history, is who that you able to forgive you a little bit about who that them come together, who that they really put on for this. We cause this guy. You say there were some I want to say some parties them we been formed. Even before the actual independence happened, but now when the independence happened, now they really show their face. Say, oh yeah, we'll be there. Like for example, the SLPP and all. I should say you go get more details on them things that they.
Like how the whole thing come about, the roadmap.
Okay. Well, the roadmap to Sierra Leone independence begin 1863.
Okay.
If we want for trace with Sierra Leone independence, we go start off us from 1863 with a Major Samuel Blackwell Constitution.
Okay.
Now, the colony of Sierra Leone may be governed by a governor and a governing council.
Okay.
Where some individuals like the Nova Scotia may even protest, say they want to be part of the colony administration. But the company no me agree to that. We then led a rebellion against Thomas Lord Lamb. After this rebellion, we happened 1800. Early 19th century, we saw the emergence of the Creole. So some of the Creole decide also for say they need a change from the colony administration. let there be a constitution. So in 1853, the Creole set up the Committee of Correspondence.
Okay.
This Committee of Correspondence later became known as the Mercantile Association in 1858. So from this Mercantile Association, when a business association, individuals decided to petition for a constitution. And Major Samuel Blackwell decided to introduce the first constitution for the history of Sierra Leone, when 1863. We mark the beginning of independence to the colony of Sierra Leone. This constitution make provision for a governor, executive council, and a legislative council. The legislative council be able to get 2 Africans them, when John Ezido and Charles HEDD, where they be nominated by the governor for represent the Mercantile Association. As a result of this, then 2 people then they begin the independent movement, because we don't get 2 people the way they represent with interest, not the legislative council.
Okay.
Even though we don't get them 2 people then they not really represent the entire colony, because by then the interland was yet to be declared as a protectorate.
Okay.
So everything about the administration was within the confinement of the colony. So because of what? The colony politicians were grossly underrepresented, they also pleaded for a new constitution, which took place in 1924. Governor Ransford Slater. Under Governor Ransford Slater, we saw an increase in the number of what? The Legislative Council. From 2 to 8. The Legislative Council make provision for 22 members, 12 officials, and 10 unofficial members. Out of these 10 unofficial members, you get 3 where they for directly elect from the colony.
Okay.
Then you get 3 where the governor nominates from the protectorate. 1 from the north, 2 from the southeast, when are 3 paramount chiefs them.
Okay.
Then you get 2 European where for represent special interests, European interests. Then you get 2 where the governor they nominate, where for represent commercial interests. Even though this constitution also serve as a stepping stone towards independence, the country be still under the colonial administration, and the governor may still get power. So the people they not still stop there. 1946, we saw them form the Protectorate Assembly. We make up of individuals like Milty Magai, Albert Magai, Esti Navo, Julius Gulama, by Farmantas II, Yenken DCC, Shekapi Stephen, and the others. This Protectorate Assembly be there for seek the interest and the welfare of the people of the Protectorate, because 1, the wealth of this country lies in the Protectorate, and the Protectorate is larger than the colony.
Yes.
So most of the resources and where the colonial government, the benefits, they come out from the Protectorate. And we saw when they formed this Protectorate Assembly, it was primarily meant to serve as an electoral college and to train the members of the Protectorate in the art of politics. No sooner after this Protectorate Assembly, prior to it, of course, we saw World War II. There were wars.
Yes.
World War I, 1914 to 1918. World War II, 1939 to 1945. And World War II actually bring the Enlightenment. We usher in Africans' enlightenment, because we African ex-combatants, the way return, be able for realize the European the way they kill yourself for. Not to people the way not demigod, because we they see them as demigods. Then self they die like how we they die.
Yeah.
So because of the experience where they don't go get in the war, they return home with very good message that we can also do it if only we organize ourselves as Africans. We try at least to liberate our countries from this colonial rule. So 1947, we get the post-independent constitution. This constitution now Governor Obert Stevenson na he introduced this constitution. Even though they not be adopted in 1947, but it was a proposal. And the constitution increased the number of the legislative council. Prior then to this constitution, there was no member in the executive council. No African representative in the executive council. And the Africans were actually behind when it comes to what? The official members, they dominate. 1924, you get 12 official members, where then Boku passed the unofficial members them. But 1947, we realized that the constitution make provision for 23 members. Out of these 23 members, you get 7 members when are official members them. Then you get 16 when are unofficial members them. So this constitution tell you say we dey about for gain independent because we don't begin waiting for Boku pass the one there when are the waitman them. Even though we are unofficial members them, but we Boku pass them because then are 7, we are 16. So in the 16 unofficial members, you get individuals them from the protectorate, when are 10 for come out from the protectorate assembly, 9 for be elected from the protectorate assembly, and 1 where the governor for nominate among the members of the protectorate assembly, we make them 10. Then you get 4 politicians them where them for directly elect from the colony. Then you get 2 nominated by the governor to represent the same commercial interest. But when Governor Obert Stevenson introduced this constitution, the Creole were not pleased. Because 1, they wanted a literacy test. They wanted the Legislative Council to be dominated by literate people instead of what? Illiterate people. Whereas the governor wanted the illiterate chiefs to be part of what? The Legislative Council. So for the protectorate, indirect elections were extended, were introduced in the protectorate. And the governor emphasized for illiteracy members of the protectorate. The governor also emphasized that there should be majority representation from the protectorate because 1, the wealth of the colony lies from the protectorate. 2, the protectorate is larger than the colony. And majority of the people, the way they live in Freetown, come out from upline.
Yeah.
Did you understand? So as a result of this constitution, the Creole were not happy. They were not pleased with the provisions of the Legislative Council. So what did they do? They decided to rally among themselves to form a political party in 1950 known as NCSL, the National Council of Sierra Leone, or NC for short. This political party was headed by Dr. Bankole Bright, when a Creole. And their envisage was for the governor to secede from the protectorate. That is, the protectorate for exist as a government on its own, and the colony for get a young government. Did you understand? So then decide for plead unto the governor, and then say they're not going to mix with the protectorate politicians. So then decide for form them party in order to unify the country, to unite the country. The protectorate politicians, together with some colony politicians, when I create them. For instance, you have Reverend E.N. Jones, when a Lamina Sanko, we married from Moyamba, you man come up from Moyamba, and decide say why we for divide the country where we na Creole, but we woman they were married, then come up from the protectorate as well. Instead of we divide, let we come together for the country in betterment. So he decided for join the protectorate politicians, the winner Milty Magai, Albert Magai, Sheka Stephen, and others. For let them form the Sierra Leone People's Party, where they formed on the 27th April 1951. The Sierra Leone People's Party came into being because of PEPU, when a protectorate educational progressive union, together with Sierra Leone Organization Society, when a SOS. So when they form, then join together, then form SLPP 27th April 1951. Then decide for make Milty Magai as the chairman. And the SLPP get the symbol when at the palm tree. And this palm tree bear 13 branches. Yeah? The 13 branches there, they represent the 12 districts, now the protectorate, and the colony winner, one. With the motto, one people, one country. The purpose now for unify, for unite the country. In 1952, we saw elections. These elections were contested by two political parties and one independent candidate. NCSL, SLPP, independent candidates contested the election. And the election be based on restricted or limited franchise. The franchise where the governor be introduced and restricted, limited franchise. People the way get property, people the way they pay tax, now they're no more for vote during this election.
Wow.
Did you understand?
Yes.
So during the election, the independent candidates be able to get 11 seats. The SLPP gets 6. The NCSL gets 5. The results of the election of 1952. Because of the independent candidates get majority, it decide for crossover to the SLPP giving the party majority. We mark the beginning of the SLPP from 1952. In 1953, we saw, of course, the Milty Magai was named the chief minister of Sierra Leone, but other historians indicate 1954. And we realize in 1951, before the election, new constitution became in when our governor Breakfast took constitution. This constitution in actually give we the opportunity for law we take part now fully in the art of politics. For law we begin see we serve as people the way they prepare for go to independence fully now. The 1951 constitution, it came as a result of the 1947 constitution where they not be agree for adopt. So 4 years after 1947, Breakfast to come in. A young constitution gets 31 members of the Legislative Council. Out of this 31, you get 8 official members. Then you get 23 unofficial members. So you see the increment from, you see from, from 16 to 23. Then 23 unofficial members there. You get 7 where they come off from the colony. Then you get 14 where they come off from the protectorate. Then you get 2 where they represent commercial interests. Then the executive council where we not be ever get representative. From 1863 to 1947, we not be get representatives. We can't begin get representatives because the executive council get 10 members. Out of this 10, you get 4 official members. Then you get 6 unofficial members. Then 6 unofficial members there. Now we own brothers there. Now we own uncle there. Now we own papa them. We then create ministry for them. So we begin for get ministerial position 1951.
Wow.
Where we realize say Milty Magai be able for all the Ministry of Land, Ministry of Agriculture, Forest, and that of within the Ministry of Health. Ministry of Health, Agriculture, and Forest. Then we get Albert Magai, where all the Ministry of Education and that of Local Government and Welfare. We get Shaka Stephen, where all the Ministry of Land, Labor, and Mines. Then we get M.S. Mustafa, where of course all the Ministry of Works and Transport. You don't understand? Then we get A.G. Radul, of course, in the Ministry of Trade, it gets Communication and Telegraph. Then by Famantas, of course, in a minister without a portfolio. They make him a minister, but a no get portfolio. So let me imagine from 1951, 1952, we get election. 1956, we also realize we get a new constitution. You understand? When Milty Magai and others decide for say, make we get a new constitution, at least so that we go there, think about how we go before. They meet the governor, winner of course, and Governor Hall. This governor provide the 1956 constitution with 57 members of the Legislative Council. Instead of 31 now, they increase them to 57. Out of this 57, you get, of course, 4 official members instead of 8 officials. Then you get 53 unofficial members. From these 53 unofficial members, of course, you get 12 paramount chiefs. You get 25 members from the protectorate. You get 14 members from the colony.
Wow.
You understand? So as we move ahead from this constitutional development, 1957, we able to get elections. When at the first general election since the history of Sierra Leone, 1957, this election become with political parties, where they form as well. You get the United Progressive Party, when Cyril Rogers Bright, where they call CB Rogers Bright, we form the UPP 1956. Then you get Tamba Briwa, we form the KPM, Kono Progressive Movement.
Wow.
This Kono Progressive Movement, together with the UPP and SLPP, contested the 1957 election with independent candidate. Then contest for 39 seats by then. The seats will be there, now 39 seats. Where SLPP be able to get, out of the 39 seats, SLPP be able to get at least, they be able to get 25.
Oh, well.
Then the KPM be able to get seat winner 1 seat. You don't understand? Then we also realize that the independent candidates, of course, be able, the UPP be able to get 8 seats during this election, when at the 1957 election. No sooner after this election, some of the members of the SLPP where be start the party decide for left. Albert Magai, Sheka Stephen, Esti Navo, then decide for left the SLPP. Albert Magai go form a young party when a PNP, Pikin 1958, the People's National Party.
You.
Then form 1958. Where Albert Magai go form a party, why a form? Because when he go for the symbol for the election 1957, they no me agree on the symbol, even though na him win the convention, na him win majority. But because of the age and the paramount chiefs, them they so love Milty Magai. Then decide for split to Albert Magai, make a give in elder brother a chance, let it continue. You don't understand?
Problems
So
are many.
because of this, Albert Magai no me feel happy. He left the SLPP. He not only left SLPP, he takes some of the strong members that he go them. Now, in your party way from when a PNP, People's National Party.
You know.
With this party, 1958, where they form, then decide for say, okay, Milty Magai decide for say, now I go want for let all this party come together. Make we form a force, when a united force, where they call United National Front. But before this United National Front, we get the other constitution, when a 1958 constitution, when a Sir Maurice Dorman constitution. The 1958 constitution bring about 51 members of the Legislative Council instead of 57. 51 members. We not get any members now the Legislative Council, the Executive Council anymore. The governor may only did it. So, waiting the constitution do, instead of waiting, then 4 members the way they be there, now the 1956 constitution, then pull and come out. Now the constitution only provide for 51 members. 37 from the protectorate, 14 from the colony. IB 37. The 12 paramount chiefs them will come out from the 12 district, and the 21 members they from, of course, the protectorate. You add them, they give you 35. Then from the 14 members then from the colony. After this constitution, Sir Milty Magai decide for rally among the political parties leaders them. Say, let we come together so that we go plead for independence. We go to the Queen and ask for independence and form the United National Front. But Milty Magai, before then they go for independence, he convinced the heads of these political parties. He promised them with ministerial positions. That anybody will come and support this idea, in return, I will give a ministerial position. You do understand? So what happened? Some of these members decide to support the idea of United National Front. They formed the United National Front. And with God, Milty Magai be able to gain their support, then left Sierra Leone on the 20th of April 1960, then go to London at the Lancaster House, then go hold a meeting with the Queen until the 4th of May.
Wow.
We didn't agree, say we forget independent. At the Lancaster House, whilst the meeting be gone, let me not forget we get representatives, them delegation. Milty Magai not only left Sierra Leone in one, it take some people them way accompany them as a delegation. And this delegation may make up of Albert Magai, when I am the leader, Milty Magai, Yenkendi Sise, MS Mustafa, Etta Harris, Constant Comis John. You get ITA Welles Johnson besides, before independence, in the be already exile am na bond. The colonial administration. They exile ITA Welles Johnson because in a one of the spokesperson for independence to liberate the country. Mind you, Isaac Theophilus Akuna Welles Johnson, winner ITA Welles Johnson. Now one of the Sierra Leoneans there, where from time to time, it done the fight against colonial rule. From 1936 to 1938, where he formed the Youth League. And when he returned home, he don't lead so many strike them. The anti-Syrian riot and the railway workers strike 1919 to 1926. The British they normally elect ITA Welles Johnson because of it don't they organize labor union strike. So to the extent they see and say if they within the colony, it will cause more problem.
Yeah.
So they exile and abont. Whilst he they exile, Milty Magai thought and fit say, now somebody were very outspoken and no need for be left out. Milty Magai call him and join the delegation to London. Whilst they were in London discussing about the independent, few weeks, Sheikha Stephen left. Returned home. But prior to, of course, for where they go London, Sheikha Stephen had already developed a political party within himself and other members. When a EBIM, election before independence movement.
Yeah.
You understand? So Sheikha Stephen returned home. When he returned home, he can rally among other members. The Christian Alusain Kamaratelo, the Sori Ibrahim Kuruma, and others. He said, let them say form their own party. Then decide for form their own party when are All People's Congress. When are APC 1960. They used the sun as a symbol with the motto now or never. And Sheikha Stephen, his aim was let there be election before independence. Do you understand? Yeah. When the others returned home, Milty Magai said, let there be independence before elections. And it was agreed that the date to be set aside for independence should be on the 27th April 1961. So if we can't get election before this day, which means independence will be slow. Let me get independent first. While Sheikha Stephen, they say, no, let me get election first. You do understand? Yeah. So independence may later happen on the 27th of April 1961. Even though before the eve of independence, it was, of course, members of the APC and Sheikha Stephen supporters actually be one for disturb the independent peace. So that was why before independence, Sheikha Stephen was arrested and imprisoned. That was what happened.
Damn.
That was what happened in order to prevent peace. To prevent peace in the country, Sheikha Stephen was arrested. until after the day of independence he was released. You
can't see that
so
first.
Now waiting at the thing here.
Yeah.
Why April 27?
Exactly.
Where Famble no know, where they don't really know why Milty Magai choose the day. April 27.
Family, una member say the program una they listen to and enjoy so right now. Now the brunch show. We count on
enjoy, by the way.
every Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. to 12. Before you can tell we why April 27. I'll make we go for a short commercial break. We'll come back or they can go in details.
Yeah.
Family, una stay glued on our radio. This story is storying. Wow. Wow. We'll be
Now you can send mobile money with no sonko, only with AfriMoney. Ilé you want send 5, 10, 50 or 5,000 leons or even more with no sonko. Yes, anytime, any day, every day, any side you in a salon, free with AfriMoney. No go outside and the pinch pan the lily where you want send. Avoid sonko. Use AfriMoney. Dial *161 *1 # for send mobile money free. AfriMoney to AfriMoney. For no more, call 161. AfriMoney. No sonko.
Use AfriMoney for free. No sonko.
We na RC Bank with Usim Kopo, you dey work out with money na your phone all time.
We na RC Bank. Of course, now we get the most efficient and convenient internet banking platform na Salon.
Of course, we na the bank of choice. Now we get the best prepaid card na Salon. Come bank with we.
We na Rokel Bank. With a Visa debit card, you can do your transaction any side of the world inside you day.
We na Master Sabipa digital banking business na Salon.
Na RC Bank. Now we get the best low interest rates na Salon.
We na Rokel Bank. We ATM they support careless transaction.
We na Rokel Bank. We dey send and receive money through Western Union, MoneyGram and Rare.
We na Rokel Bank. With we e-copper, you can send money to anybody when you get bank accounts with we. Just ask for your telephone number. That's it.
Fambulem, on a here. We na Rokel Bank. We na Agba Pan banking business na Mama Salon.
Michelle Group of Companies is reliable, competent, and trustworthy in providing quality service to its wide range of clientele. Through Mishcom, we provide premium internet service, secured data connectivity, VLAN and VOI over stats and fiber to mining industries, enterprises, hospitality industries, banks. We also provide fiber to home, point-to-point, and satellite backup for Freetown and provincial regions. Through our Michelle Security Agency, called MSA for short, we provide a wide range of services that brings safety, security to our clients. Our services include Staff Guard, which also includes access and control room, customer service security, roving, mobile control, and many more. For more information, visit our head office at number 10I Sasame Lewis Road, Freetown, or call +232 73 554 616 or 232 32 554 616. Michelle Group of Companies. We are the leaders.
And this is what I wrote for my country. Listen. It's not a time we all come together. Forgive yourself, learn from we mistakes. Let we grab and go before now. Yeah. Backward never with peace and one word. Let we come and build we country solo. Sweet with solo. make we look forward for a better future. Forgive your brother, waiting even don't do you. Forgive your sister, waiting even don't do you. Make we know that some bad for bad and make things that go bad. Make we know that revenge and make things that go round and round. Salute people, do ya we they beg you. You wouldn't cut your hand, do ya usher. We will lost property, do ya we they beg you. This not the time we for turn back to Papa God. This not the time we for turn back to Papa God. Yeah. Oh, solemn people, we to beg you. Salome, sweet sweet Salome. Yeah, come on. Sweet, sweet Salome. Salome people make a little zeva. Oh, Salome people make a you nada. Oh, Salome people make a little zeva. Oh, Salome people make a you nada. This is another time we for turn away from all the bad things we done in this country. Yeah, this is another time we for embrace lasting peace in this country. Yeah, so Salome people make a little zeva. Oh, Salome people make a you nada. Oh, Salome people make a little zeva. Oh, Salome people make a you nada. Oh, Salome people, oh, Salome people, oh, Salome people. Sweet, sweet Salome. Yeah, 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 yeah. Sweet, sweet, oh yeah. Sweet, sweet Salome. Oh, Salome people make a little zeva. Oh, Salome people make a you nada. Oh, Salome people make a little zeva. Sweet, sweet Salome. Oh yeah, come on, sing with us, Salome. Come on, sweet, sweet Salome. Salome, oh Salome, shake your hands, wave your hands, shake your hands, clap your hands, wave your hands. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, one more time, one more time, one more time, one more time. Shake your hands, clap your hands. Sweet, sweet Salome. Salome will make a little favor. Salome will make a you nada. Salome will make a little favor. Salome will make a you nada. Salome will, Salome will, Salome will. Salome. Sweet, sweet Salome. Oh yeah. Salome. Sweet, sweet Salome. Sweet, sweet Salome.
It's a new year, and your favorite show is back again with a bang. Say hello to Radio Fry's mid-morning show, The Brunch, from Mondays to Fridays, 10 a.m. till 12 midday on 97.1 FM, live on our Facebook page, Radio Fry, and on our website, www.fryfry.live. Experience and enjoy authentic, thought-provoking conversations on every reality. Share your stories and let's debate over great music and so much more wherever you are. On The Brunch, we talk about everything, and I mean everything.
Welcome back from that commercial break. You know, say me I not collect for saying a short one. You know, I not collect for life by family. Now just left as commercial break.
Well, the commercial break gets a very, very brief period.
Oh, yeah.
Brief in will. You know, the Bible says 70 a day with the Lord is like 1,000 years.
Yeah.
So like the time is just different with time and you time. So if we say short time, so not so you time. Now we all short.
Now we are short, so we short, but so now it's a lot. So now not every time I say after the break, we can't continue, so we stop when why na April 27 then decide for select as the day we for celebrate independence. Yes, Professor.
The eruditus of our time.
The man with wisdom.
Thank you so much. I go on for tell Radio Fry, the management and the team, plenty thank you for bring this wonderful program, for organize such a wonderful program for the people that are out there. Because we don't celebrate independence. Imagine we can to 63 years. Every 27th April we celebrate independence. But people and they out there, we don't know why April 27th. Why this Independent Day be April 27th. For Liberia, of course, not July 26th.
Yes.
1847. For the Ghana, of course, not March 6th. You know, the Gambia na February 18, 1965. Why then date there? Why then days there? You know, Guinea in 1958. Now let's come to Sierra Leone because April 27 a very important day. Milty Magai thought and fit they say April 27 na the day where we go use for commemorate, for reflect we minds them back to waiting happen at the southeast during the Hot Tax War will take place 1898. Even though the Hot Tax War started in the Northwest February 16, way by Boy and Naimi lead them, but the Northwest not may experience so much atrocities. The Southeast be able for experience so much atrocities. They not may get a single leader. Everybody can be leader. And to the extent, the people of the Southeast be take an oath. Goyela in the Mende, it simply means you for join, whether you like it or not. If you can't join, we follow we fight against the breaches. Now we fight against them. So all the Southeasterners become together for fight against the breaches during the colonial administration when at the Hot Tax War. In the midst of fighting the Hot Tax War, against the Hot Tax War, they will later end up for kill the young picking them, the young people them. To the extent there was an incident where happened na a village called Mafowi. This incident where happened, some of the frontier police officers and Christian missionaries there decided for one go hide now one school where school picking them occupy, one school building. When they one go hide now the school building, school picking them inside it. The people them instead of them wait, let them people then come on do, they set the building on fire. So all the school picking away they be there inside the building together with the frontier police officers and the church, the missionaries them. They all lost their life. So because of this incident, Sam Milty Magai decided for say, let we use 27th April for reflect we mind back. So we people them we lost their life in the Hot Tax War. Okay, now the reason this way the independent then decide for set them aside April 27th. Now in at the beginning of the Hot Tax War now the Southeast. And the Southeast, people then lost their life together with school picking them. Yeah.
So
Wow.
Wow. Okay. Well, this is sweet me. The only thing I be say the day where they be get to salon, when they be sign the document and the day where we they celebrate not to the same.
Not to the same.
You know the actual date where they be
Well,
get to salon?
all I know then go on the 20th April. and then return home 4th May. 9 then return home. Besides, of course, now Lancaster House, now they then go where they meet with the Secretary of State for the colonies and the Queen, where they agree for there at least we go get independent. Besides, the whole thing here is we went there, our people went there to plead to the Queens for us to the Queen for us to have independent. They pleaded. Unlike other countries like Guinea, they fought for their independence from the French in 1958. The likes of Tanzania, we gained independence in 1964, Kenya 1963, of course, Rhodesia, which they call Zimbabwe, 1980. Their independence be somehow very difficult because Robert Mugabe be get forfeit for them. You don't understand? A far different to other independence. Sierra Leone independence, our people went there to plead, right, to the Queen for us to have independent.
Okay. Oh, that means to a very large extent, the other countries that we call so besides we now plead mostly they suffered serious losses.
Yeah, of course. For Kenya, they have the Mau Mau, the Mau Mau rebellion, where of course Uhuru Kenyatta, okay, Jomo Kenyatta decide for lead a rebellion when at the Mau Mau rebellion before the independence of Kenya. You do understand? And for Tanzania, of course, they self me able for lead rebellion, the Maji Maji, 1905 to 1907. They self lead rebellion. You know, out of the 54 countries in Africa, now 52 countries are colonized. 2 countries that are not colonized, Ethiopia and Liberia. Even though, yes, Liberia, we can normally say, now American colony. But Liberia, na country where they found for American slaves. Okay, 1821. So Ethiopia, they don't already gain their independence 1896. And the other countries are now will be under colonialism, like Algeria. Algeria, they fought for independence. Like Sierra Leone, our forefathers did not actually fight for our independence. They went there, it was peaceful. They signed an agreement. And one of the things that Sheikh Stephen was seriously against was to actually have a total independence. When would they say independence? Let me get total independence. You not go just say independence, still somebody they interfere in your affairs.
Exactly.
You not go say independence, still somebody they control you. Somebody they dictate on waiting and waiting if you do. That is not independent.
At all.
You not go say independent, you still get the British Army station in Sierra Leone. Sheikh Stephen will emphasize say, let there be a defense part between Sierra Leone and Britain. You understand? So now that will be the try for emphasize. And let we imagine 63 years where they can celebrate. 1961 to now. To tomorrow, when are the important day? 63 years. 63
Are you still independent? Hello, caller. You name and who they call you from, please?
Good morning.
Good morning. Yes, Amara.
Good morning.
What's in your contribution?
As far as for the analysis, and also I'm for the thank you to studio guests for that comprehensive analysis. We don't understand and we don't learn a lot from them. And also since the program is start one, we don't know about written independence. So pros and cons about independence, the celebration and all, we don't learn a lot. But again, I get some questions here. We almost now for every Salonians when you listen to the program, I think that will be all question. Is Sierra Leone want to be celebrated independence? That's now one. The word independent, I'm sure say we want to go back a book, the guests are playing with independence. Our independence is whether on paper or practical form with the independent day, because waiting until we are waiting Milan, we can only see from the starting till we say in this way. Now we like make today together. Then I tell you say today I'm for day for myself. That means from A to Z now for myself. If na me they feed me today, na me they feed myself. If na me they give me time for sleep today, na me they find that side for sleep. If na me they show me side for go today, as long as me don't become independent, and na me aim for take care of everything for me safe now. But now since 1967 to date, we are 63 years now. What for celebrate these 63 years? And again, our independence now on paper or on practical? These are the two questions there. We are for making me still guys run through for we already listen because I guess some of you guys and we almost let's have beyond for call, but fact that I don't get phone and we all agree say, like these are the two questions we and get all the questions and then get for call later because we don't scatter now. They say perhaps we will come and ask other questions because these now but these are the two questions away we then say we say well ask for but then two questions yeah. One we get for do it if this 63 years what for be celebrated. Then the second one, are we independent down in practical or 90 reform? So that are the two questions.
So, I like the questions there. You say the second one is say if we independence now in
written or practical.
Practical. Then the first one I wait is it?
If the independence worth celebrating.
Me, I don't believe say I don't really believe say that in a question. Wait, but you believe say that in a question where we for say we can answer now because if I don't say is it what is celebrating, is it not what celebrating? There are a lot of different things and for answer. You get the first say yes, we get an independence, we seem for be still dependent based on what we don't they see and all of that. We say the independence they in paper, we're not sure if we practically seen. I understand all that part there, but to a very large extent, even though we have a lot where we're not okay with, we also have a lot where we the benefits from, where we're not for neglect. Sorry, say me I believe like you usually say not for forget old belful. I don't know if call that the old belful stuff because some of them things and they say no we just don't begin feel entitled to them based on the facts and now we born meet them now and all of that. But these are things that we are benefiting from that were not available before. So even though some bokutin and they man also some bokutin and they we not really they see practically where we believe something written down and bokutin and the way we want for the sea we're supposed to be part of meaning independent in the first place, being independent in the first place, we know they get them. At the same time we have to recognize the things that we have, which is why I would not directly want to say it is worth celebrating or it is not worth celebrating, like answering the question there. All I would say is this: if something that we get today, you not been get yesterday, you know, tell God thank you for her. Just ask yourself that personal question. There. Forget about all that thing that you want. If something that you get now, we not been get yesterday. If like now all the grumble so say lights not there. If lights come back, it will not get issue with again. We not tell God thank you for that. So if you answer na yes to that, then I believe say you know the answer to the question.
You know, the problems are many.
You fashion this talk.
I keep saying this, the problems there are many, but basically what
you fashion this talk. The problems are many. The problems are not many.
There are many.
They can't allow myself for fashion but problem.
You know, like what they say yesterday, as Sierra Leoneans, in order for make we go before, we need for identify with problems and then we come together and find solution and get forward. I'm glad the way Amara they ask this kind of question because I feel like there are problems.
And you identify with people and
identifying like problems. And so you know, I'm glad the way they identify problems. Not only you they see problems, but make we not just stand stagnant on the problems. Let's find solution. In terms of you asking, is it worth celebrating or not? Me, I don't know for any other person. But what I will say is, of course, it's worth celebrating. I go look for Sidon tomorrow with all the knowledge and I still learn about Sierra Leone. I still they get for discover certain things the way. Of course, you know, unfold or uncover to so many people out there. I could say it is worth celebrating. And I'm proud of Usai we dey now, despite the challenges and all of this. Well, me no go on only dey focus on the problems, the normal. As a Sierra Leonean, we get the country as, at heart. I want to think about solution and I want to celebrate who side we dey now. Because thinking about our ancestors, what we they enjoy so now, they're not be fortunate. I don't know, they're not be celebrating a lights. Now fire wouldn't be here. So they like today, if we they, so we don't, God we don't place we in a position when maybe we get 2-4-7 lights and all. And there are things, the problems are many, things are happening, and then the lights, it still celebrates.
Say someone no say like some of we were born like 20-something years ago. Someone no say when them born meets pan lamp. Now be technology in those days.
Thank you.
And not be no say pan lamp, that be technology. Now be technology. Tell me can we pan lamp we can a salon. Oh man, bloody. No one have improvement. Wow. Pan lamp. How now pan lamp not there again. Now we get electricity.
Yeah.
So like some of you that they will born meat. Now some of now something I don't remember again. Something I make. But like who remember then days the day where they go fend week, you put kerosene, they turn, then the pan lamp always don't buy the kerosene back. They choose where if you want light.
Another thing where again I go on for say, because right now the main issue they face now darkness. But trust me, in every situation there are advantages and there are disadvantages.
I beg talk that part back. I like
the issue of darkness. We are suffering from darkness.
We are the light of the world. That's what Bible says.
Exactly. But that enough for make you not celebrate Mama Salon. Come on now. Celebrate your country. Be proud of your country and take an upon yourself for know your history. If other person don't know who side they go, but if you don't know who side they come, on your responsibility for share your knowledge with that person. And be rest assured so you don't contribute positively just for sharing, useful and sensible information. Yeah, Amara. And in terms of the second question, we say,
if narrating,
if we independent, if we they practice or it just dey per paper. What I go like for say to Dande?
I feel like we're not done the conversation. Will be the get just now for the answer that question
right?
Easily. So like you can allow more on that part.
Then you can
you go see the answer inside what to return. Because like for example, I believe in the auditors of our times, but they go into just now where they talk about. They talk way a left way. I remember they talk about say like now that ain't be the issue where Shaka Stephen been get say even though the independence contract or whatever they go sign the agreement will go sign even though now we glad it's away we go sign a document. The only way issue been there that Shaka Stephen been noticed say it not being they make with completely
total
independent. It be still gets also treating the women say the British people then they get some amount of influence. So now they go into so about me you help us understand more on that side and all like how much amount of influence so the British get and how, because based on waiting we don't learn about what the word independence mean. That ain't not supposed to happen. And that I don't know if we constitution also they in favor with that agreement they still and all of that. They like we want to understand as Sierra Leoneans.
Okay. I go on for tell the caller plenty thank you. We of course the thing we they emphasize about is that we get for look at the way forward.
Exactly.
You do understand? But to be honest, we for be proud of this day.
Yeah.
Because this day is a very important day. Where other countries them up to now, they know gain independence yet. Just imagine you have in Europe, Catalan want for gain independent from Spain. A European nation where they inside Spain, instead one for come under Spain as an independent. In Spain, they still deprive them. Say, we are not go gain independent. We are not go become an independent state. So Sierra Leone and Sierra Leoneans, for be proud of this day. Yeah. Now, coming to the question where you ask, in the first place, the independent was not a total independent. Looking at waiting Checker Stephen, we want out the independence for day. You understand? Because if we go gain independent, then the Queen, now England, still they serve as the head of state. Huh? You understand? Let me just throw light to some of the features of the independent constitution that was established in 1961.
Please do.
This independent day they celebrate when in 1961 become with a constitution when in 1961 constitution. Under the 1961 constitution, we get the Queen, where they serve as head of state. You do understand? And the Queen we get a representative, we then change the position of the governor to governor general. You do understand? So the governor general now in they serve as a representative of the Queen, now England. So which means the British they still get influence in waiting the country. They're still a part of waiting with governors. You do understand?
Yeah.
And they introduce parliamentary system of government. Under this independent constitution when in 1961, we get parliamentary system of government. And the parliament may make up of 60 representatives. You do understand?
Yeah.
And under this same independent constitution, we get a prime minister. When a Sir Milty Magai, na inability, the prime minister. And the prime minister they come out from the party we get majority na the well of parliament.
Okay.
So the prime minister and the governor go work hand in hand. And the prime minister now in the advise who that the governor. The prime minister now in the choose in cabinet from members of parliament. This constitution grants we the right to citizenship. Where today Sierra Leonean will be proud to mean a citizen of Sierra Leone. Now because of what the 1961 independent constitution. Now it grants we the right to waiting citizenship. Even though we get other waiting, acts them way supersede them, way come in after them. Like the 1971 Republican Constitution, the 1973, 1976, 2006, 2012, and the 2017, of course, we hear about the dual citizenship. But before this, now the 1961, now give you the right. Follow we call ourselves as Sierra Leonean. A guarantee with fundamental right. We right as Sierra Leoneans then. The 1961 Constitution guarantee we right. And we realize and make provision for a Judicial Service Commission. Under this Judicial Service Commission, they're responsible for actually appoint or elect judges. Now the judiciary of Sierra Leone. And the judiciary of Sierra Leone, of course, the Supreme Court by then, now the Privy Council, where they England. Imagine the Supreme Court. The highest and final court of justice, now the Privy Council. By then, we normally get Supreme Court of Sierra Leone. We normally get High Court. We normally get Court of Appeal. Now the Privy Council we get. So you do understand? And we also realize that this constitution introduced what we call the Electoral Service Commission for conduct election 1962. And they also established the Public Service Commission for actually discipline and punish public servants them. So if I can say, we for be proud of the independence, even though yes, we know we get total independent, because the British they still get influence. The British they still a part of the administration. The head of states now be the Queen, and the head of government now be the Prime Minister. So Salon they still share power with England. You do understand?
But eventually we get a better constitution. We clear all.
We clear all. We come out for be 1971, 19 April 1971. Now there we get the Republican Constitution. We finally the Queen cease for be the head of state. We now get waiting the president as head of state and as head of government.
Okay.
And everything we pertaining to Britain may cease for be in existence in 1971, 19th April.
Okay.
Okay. So, you think so based on what we all know, say na independence and or what independence supposed for mean? We for supposed for like think of for change this date and go back to April 19.
To 19 April 1971.
Yes.
Well, for me, the dates where we all agree, where they agree, where we brothers they agree, we forefathers they agree. Now 1961. You do understand?
Yeah.
27th April.
And now
we don't celebrate.
Okay. So
You
it was the
understand?
start of many great things to follow. So not for say because we'll not be get all
Will not be get all things. Yes, like the caller rightly said, if the independent may be practical or it be based on paper. Yes, it be based on twofold. Because one, they sign and agree. So we for gain independent. The practical aspect of we now get for the first time in the history of Sierra Leone, we get a prime minister.
Okay.
When in the waiting, they choose cabinet members from the well of parliament. And this prime minister now they advise the governor. Imagine from 1808, we normally get such opportunities. Until 1960, we normally get such opportunities. Then 1961, even though the position of prime minister came into being 1958.
Okay.
Yeah. 1958, now we get prime minister, now we get parliamentary system of government. So 1961, we just walk through. Then just continue with the parliamentary system. You do understand?
Yeah.
Then the parliament will be able to get waiting, speaker of waiting, the house. The parliament will get waiting, a prime minister and what? The speaker of parliament. So we feel proud. Now a blessing.
Yes.
In that light, we will continue to celebrate because it be.
Yes.
I be think say the dates don't pass.
I think but good thing and therefore celebrate.
Yeah.
We for be glad for this wonderful day because today we can take up responsibility. We dey make decision on we own.
So I'll be one for me. You talk to we small because like based on everything we done and see and read, I can't forget a little bit. I'll call it a little bit of understanding on what's in independence supposed for mean and the benefits of independence to a nation and to its citizens. And as I say, what they talk today, we don't go around things and they would only hint.
Yes.
But we want to make we clearly point them out because if you're not able for if you possible for call it ask waiting if it practical, then also the show we say like enable for point out certain things that we come. So if we for point out and I say the songwriter say count your blessings, name them one by one. If we for bring people into our place they with the futures and the benefits economy.
Well, in the first place, last year we green, white and blue. We now with national flag. Not a very big blessing. Make we not forget say before we get green, white and blue, the British flag since where them plant them 1787 it be they exist until 1961 where then they call the Union Jack. So 1961 the Union Jack be give way to the green, white and blue when our national flag. And we be able to get within a national anthem. You don't understand where, of course, Christopher File now in write the national anthem of Sierra Leone and John Acker be able to play the instrument. Today, if we go into gathering, the president want for talk, you hear them they play the national anthem where they clearly show say we na Sierra Leonean them.
Yes.
We na sovereign state. You don't understand?
Yeah.
These are things where we for be proud of. We green, white and blue. We not the national flag, we national anthem, we coat of arm, we get unity, freedom, and justice. You understand? We for be proud of them things there. we for also be proud of waiting. We write as citizens. Because by then, the constitution make am clear. Say anybody where them born within Sierra Leone, or where in people them born within Sierra Leone get the rights for claim waiting citizenship. 1961 constitution make am. Then the constitution also established electoral commission will be able to conduct the 1962 election, where we were proud of. The constitution established the public service commission, where we not be ever get public service commission.
Yeah.
We get a public service commission now, where they actually discipline and dismiss public servant. You understand?
Yeah.
And the constitution also make provision for we the Sierra Leoneans, a guarantee we right as citizens. And we also get within the Judicial Service Commission for the first time in the history of Sierra Leone. All the other constitutions they not make provision for a Judicial Service Commission. Now the only Executive Council and Legislative Council. But 1961 we get a Judicial Service Commission where we get judges. And the retire age for judges by then now 62 years. You understand? We able to forget all them things there. So we for celebrate. Because we don't move from colonial rule. We did actually now think say we they part of government. We self they make decision. You understand? So at least these are the things we'll go point out there.
Wow, I like the fact say you bring her out story indirectly. Say the truth is waiting salon be like in those days.
Yeah.
Now being structure.
Yeah.
And through I would say we experience this and we relationship where we will forget. We Salomon that will be there then people for land book enough for and get the experience enough for get a structure for Sierra Leone where they like today we don't they build on we make now at least you able for call yourself a citizen of some side and all of that. So imagine like you say imagine Salon when like a place where we all been there inside. They're not been there where they govern nobody. And all man we just want can do anything you want, any I want. Because based on what you talk, so I'm glad they say the constitution not just make not just make room for the citizens and no more. It also make room also for properly deal with even civil servants where then go out of line. So because according to Timmy, when I go through, I can't for realize say the constitution are the most and the highest authority, the supreme authority that any nation. We mean say it is second to none and nobody. No matter if you are the head or the president of the country, everything where you do, it should fall under the constitution. And there is actual, I would say, the constitution also addresses what should happen to you if you not do what you for do according to the constitution. So whether it be the governmental bodies, whether it be civil servants, whether it be a citizen, everything that we are doing is guided by the constitution. So at least then they mean say we not to a lawless people there. We not to people that we just people like who they lose goats. At least we get being honest. Now because we not been getting things like this, now it be make it be easy in those days for many people just can't capture motorman and goes like na sheep. Now at least we have something that's and solidifies our claims. Then besides that the I want for also like talk a little bit about waiting. Waiting we don't they do with sovereignty because
as a country, as a country, where we gain independence, waiting we don't do.
Waiting we don't they do because like the main question we've been getting after this is 63 years now. 63 years. What have we done? Have we grown as a people? Because Agladi say one side was see growth, but always you talk now in the very constitution itself. Like you talk, according to this, you show we a consistent growth from 1961 to 1971,
78,
then fine.
1991 is what we are
and
using.
all of those things be they add to waiting in our fundamental human rights. They add to how for deal with civil servants. They add to waiting we don't forget as basic. Like these are the good things. These are the good things, but they are in paper. Where that first person we talk about. So well, this is a paper business. We don't have to see the paper. We want to see the practice. But the question now is, I like the fact say we are asked the question people not notice, or the person we call self not notice self say the question not being directed to the government. Say have we grown as a people? We mean say that is a responsibility that you have as a citizen. We make delicate today. I believe say one of the reasons why we as Sierra Leoneans them we're not able for amount or account for much results in we 63 years of independence simply because we've spent most of that 63 years waiting for the government and the presidents that we've been having to do what we are also supposed to do as citizens. Because if you check the constitution, you find out say there are responsibilities given to citizens as well.
Course,
so if the citizens in the call or the citizens in the talk say what in the government they do, the government's also supposed to forget the guys for say, okay, fine, we don't bring we to question. Okay, what's it una they do?
Yes.
So this is the thing. We all supposed for the ask we self questions then. How can you be a citizen of Sierra Leone and you don't even know what is stated in the constitution? The constitution that says and clearly dictates exactly how you conduct your life if you're not a citizen of that country. Most of we don't know. I should say you don't live long enough for notice say at least 70% of Sierra Leone's citizens don't know waiting self the constitution. The constitution be waiting. We don't know self all the years and they will call and you call her. We don't. So I they talk about so now.
No, that's true. It's
so
facts. Yeah.
So like we don't even know the constitution, so we don't know how. Even if we want to say let us do what we want to do for the country as citizens, we don't even know how to start, where to start, the way we're supposed to do it. We don't even know the limitations, the lines. We don't even know if it's favorable to that extent. If we should start questioning certain things in the constitution, because it's also our right to actually speak up for things like that. But we don't do that. We don't even know how to make moves when things are uncomfortable for us as citizens, because we don't know how to do that based on what the constitution says. So then, like today, as much as Sierra Leoneans, we want for like they talk about the long history of leaders that will say we're not comfortable about what they do. The big question is, what we don't do as a people for influence a change where we want for see in the leadership. Because if you know they know better about your constitution, then somebody can lie to you and pass thing and you just follow. Some of the reasons why we they grumble and we make or say, hey, that the person we vote for, because all they go carry them back talk and they say, well, we not so we fault. Now the person we they vote for because we not vote for her. The question is, where you mean to go vote? What you be sabbing? What you be sabbing before you vote? Because sometimes you not be sabbing enough. If you be don't read that constitution, they fine, and you don't understand exactly waiting Sierra Leone they work towards how we want for work for us, and waiting at the things that we for fall in place. If you don't understand the constitution, then person to man want you the life, but you say now this are they do, now that are they do, now that are they do. Based on the constitution, you know, say okay, this is not realistic. Like what putting the day where I believe say we they lost as citizens then simply because we violate we right to freedom.
Yes.
We freedom not for grumble. We freedom not to for no. And how can you be a citizen and the one thing way you don't know past anything? Now the team them but your country. Now the thing we know about Cristiano Ronaldo, we know about Nigerian film, we know Philippine. we know all them things and they Telemundo. Now then they know the STV. We know them things today, but we don't know what's in our constitution. But we will crumble.
Well, if I can come in,
please do.
One thing way I would say, any country we want for develop, the citizens them, they need for know their history. They really need for know their right.
Thank you.
Duties and obligations.
Thank you.
Now, until when the citizens them know their roles and responsibility in the states, now in that country they go develop.
Exactly.
You understand?
Yeah.
Now, we dey celebrate 63 years as a nation, as a country. You understand? Now, somebody wey dey in a retired age, now we dey celebrate so.
Old pa.
Old pa. Let we ask ourselves the question. The independence we dey celebrate tomorrow. Wetin we don't do for this independent? Because John F. Kennedy once said, do not ask your country what the country should do for you, but ask yourself what you have done for your country. So how many Sierra Leoneans them within they out there we go say now this I don't do for Mama Salone. We will celebrate tomorrow. You do understand? Because Section 13 of the 1991 Constitution, Act number 6 of 1991, give provision to the duties and obligations of citizens. You do understand? But here is a country where electricity will they grumble today about. Now the same country, citizens there go out there, cut electric cables them in their own selfish interest. So when lights not go there now, the same citizen and go come out back say lights not there. So how we go want for let the country move when we they do things them where they also they endanger within the country. You do understand? So these are the issues them. For me, yes, we don't move far. We don't try as a country. We don't try as a nation. Because since 1961, even though we get some intervals them, we they conduct elections them. Democracy they thrive. Unlike other countries away, of course, they not even think about going to elections. They not even think about waiting your right to freedom. Where the 1991 Constitution, Chapter 3, Section 15, make provision of your recognition of what? Fundamental human right. It embedded there. So when once your rights are violated or your rights are violated, you consult the Constitution. Like you rightly said, how many of the Sierra Leoneans them we know about the Constitution, we know about their right? Because they know they get time for it. They know they get time for even look at the Constitution when at the state's Constitution for no say, now me write this. If somebody violates me right, me duty now for seek redress. For go to police, the state get institution where he put so that I go and wait in seek redress when at the police. From the police I for go to court. And I not for take the law na me own hand. Sierra Leoneans they don't know this. And we dey continue for celebrate independent. Instead, we get Sierra Leoneans the way they think something else, where they do something else, like you said. How long we go continue for argue how much than they pay Cristiano Ronaldo? How much than they pay Messi? Where, and mind you, one thing about life, there is a saying. Our lives begin to what? To fail until the time we fail to realize over the things that matters. If we fail for think about the things that way matters, then we think about other things else. We dey fail as a nation. We don't think as a nation over things that way matter. Instead, we dey think about things that way not matter at all. Now they would think of. But to be honest, Sierra Leone is one fine country. We God bless. The country is so blessed, and it is endowed with mineral and natural resources. The only thing we're left to we as the citizens, now for let we come together as Sierra Leoneans and work towards any government. We support any government where they in governance. We rally behind that government day. We support them. We come on apart, any government will come, we try at least for support that government day back. We work as a nation. And if we begin for things so Sierra Leone go forge ahead. As I tell you, things and the way don't happen, development and the way don't come in. Because you know what tell me say from 1961 to now, development and all the development and the
if they want to
we experience boku development them.
If they want system development, no they.
Yes.
May they check
Besides,
how
we
they
for
watch
be
again.
proud of waiting we don't experience past the colonial masters when we go always throw the blame to.
Yeah.
Because for let somebody go held you on hostage for 153 years. You understand? Under waiting colonialism, they will be able for come on under colonialism. Now they think of celebrating independence. We are an independent state. We are a sovereign state. In the first instance, where I go on for tell the family out there is that 1961, Sierra Leone be fortunate for be the 100th member now the United Nations organization where they established 1945 now America. Sierra Leone will become the 100th member. And we be able to join the United Nations on the 27th September 1961. So now something we will be proud of. Today Sierra Leone they waiting then at the United Nations. When nations and they discuss about things the way they affect their country, Sierra Leone also they waiting discuss about the things the way they affect we.
Yeah.
We get a representative. And we also get people the way they represent we both now the International Court of Justice. Madam Miata Samba is there. She's there representing Sierra Leone as a sovereign state. Now the International Court of Justice where you get 15 judges. We get somebody when a woman. So now a blessing. Then we also don't become elected as a non-permanent member now the Security Council. 2023. We did it say 2025. We for be proud of them things there. These are things that we should celebrate. They are worthy to be celebrated. So if somebody they say we don't make strife, we don't they make strife. Because now we are a sovereign state. We can make decisions without waiting the interference of external bodies. You understand?
So with this I just want to add two things them. After knowing your rights and your role as a citizen in a country, it's another thing to know and it's another thing to do.
Yeah.
You know, most people that sabi we know say not their civic duty for pay taxes and they defend all kind of way for not pay.
Yeah.
At the same time, most people that we know where they're going in the area and things are going wrong and they know that they have civic responsibilities to address it. And you know, most people that sabi we they know for a fact say the neighbor where they sleep where they host near they sell kush and now they affect the country.
Yeah.
And it not ever do nothing but it just don't know more. We say once my bikini taker. These are ways that we can help Sierra Leone.
Yeah,
but we don't want to do our own as citizens. We want the government to do their own as the ones that are representing us. You know, they told me go say to the normal Sierra Leone and right now to we the citizens there is this. God not going to go judge you based on waiting the government do or the president do. You know what you get for asking now, what do you do? That's the same thing that happened when he came, where you check the parable of the talents. He gives some man the own, he gives some man the own, he gives some man the own. Wait, can I not say what that other person do when affect what you do? Wait, can I say, yeah, what do you do, sir? Oh, okay, I do. Oh, what do you do? I do. What do you do? I not do. So, okay, what you will not do, you wicked. That's what God said to him. He said, you are wicked simply because you not do your own part. You are here to contribute. God send we all in this world. From no put we bring we only little contributions then together for making His own will be done. God in will they inside we all contribution. It not says I call a specific set of people they will not there for day before if they're not there before nothing they make. He say you there be here you get your own for do. You there before you get your own for do. You there middle you get your we all get something for do. But we all wait for do it for do. We need do it for do. Will the God will say this other man or the part do it for do. As far as I'm concerned, that is an excuse. Because being honest, if now by that day would they watch, then our ancestors had more than enough excuses to have not done anything. We make day like it, they will not forbid even be nothing.
Yeah.
But with all of the excuses that you are giving now that they never gave, we can now say at least we are Sierra Leoneans. If you can clearly understand this, if nobody will understand this, fine. You know, go get mine for you say we for celebrate independence. Yes, you supposed for.
Yeah.
You just waiting you don't contribute. Compare with your own contribution and wait all the people that they contribute will make the like today we for talk about independence self. We for sit down and say Tell me, say if not be you do all that day, you go ask that question, say, hey, therefore celebrate. You should celebrate independence. Why? People suffered for it.
Yeah.
People paid prices for it. Now it is your turn. I be the talk yesterday. Waiting people that they fail for realize that as God said we honor this world for enjoy that person in sacrifice and make one sacrifice and another person enjoy we own. Everything we're enjoying now, people paid the price for it. We are here now to pay the price for the ones that will follow us. But we now we so what enjoy pass. we want enjoy the one that we for after we for enjoy. So we never for pay attention to what we for do for me they enjoy. We depend vex for the fact that we never for enjoy how we want for enjoy. That's just selfish. So at this point, me the only thing me go tell you as a citizen, civic responsibilities, civic duties, know your constitution as a citizen. These are the things we should pay attention to. Any other thing now, not to a business. Just do what you for do as a citizen as unto the Lord. Forget about what you did before, what they be no. Do you own? You don't done. It's as simple as that. Because imagine say every citizen as alone, but they play them parts. No matter how bad a leader will for be, at least we community them for be far more bearable than what it is right now. Far more bearable. I go now one place na Kamakwe where will be they do this store. I will go offline, and the place was, oh God, the place was sad. The only thing where the way we foresee they go on well in that place and the fact that they get one nice hospital minus Dande. Everything it feel like where you go now ghost town. The place was so diminished. And where I were waiting and do, I was shocked. Can you imagine somebody gathered, rallied around, raised money to make the road for that place? And the very people that lived in the place, then grab, they spoil the road. They say the reason we made them spoil the road, they don't want that person there. They only that they come with them president's car in they make the road. From where they spoil that road, they almost years ago. Their own president's car is going not do nothing for them according to them be called their own president. What do you mean by young president? We all are the same president we get. We all are the same leader they will get. We all are the same authority they will follow. Those one are we own, not to me own. How do they connect? Now they are suffering. They don't even forgo they gain so even if you get good motor car. I was like, wouldn't tell me the story. I say, I see. Imagine say them get good. Maybe therefore we get more people that would go there. Yeah. And now the place is so diminished.
You know, like what you just don't talk so. I make a partially one for disagree with the talk we talk earlier. We say just do your own DS, not so your business. You know, not all my business.
Yeah.
Not all my business.
So something like degree.
Don't say just do your own and left. Maybe you passionate about seeing the country in development one, and you they put in the work and you they sacrifice. But if always what you they make the other man they spoil, then they say no more. Not just na me one business, not all business. At least I don't do your own. How the development go actually happen?
What I say do your own and forget about the other man. I don't mean like the other man in own part. So my points it might put into context.
Yeah.
For example, let's say we have people in the front that are not doing their own part, and you find yourself maybe in the middle, and you get discouraged because all tell you see say they need to do their own. My own point is, you are a citizen. Let me show the three things about it for them. What I say first, civic duties. Second, civic responsibility. And say lastly, you really, really know your constitution. You know why? If you know your constitution well, and you have a leader or people in power or people ahead of you, when you do what they for do, you know how to call them on them bullshit. You know the exact way for address them if they go out of context. Why? Because it is there in the very same constitution. But if you don't know, you don't think you go do, you go only the gaze panic, make noise, and worst of it all, the one child of father say we Salomon and Sabi do best. Now the tell will get right for 12 right. Where you go do the thing worse for making now your good way if you say they do, make you feel bad. And the law now bets you. Because that the wrong thing you do, when the constitution they show waiting that the guy to for don't do when you don't know. So
it's crazy. Me, I always say the issues are many.
The fashion is talk.
There are facts in that short statement. The issues are many. Trust me, there are people where they do all these things. There are people who get the knowledge. There are people who know how for put the one the way they before actually they do things the way, you know. But then the issues are many.
So you see them people in there, if I'm going to have anything to say to them, keep doing what you are doing. You know why? I'm a Christian. We awake in the morning every day. There are certain things that God has showed me. And every day I wake up trusting Him that one day I will see them. Sometimes when I wake up, I feel happy. Why? Because I know say yesterday being come with so much results that I say, oh, this is happening now. I see hopes of it happening. There are days when I wake, I feel so discouraged because yesterday been so bad, and I never foresee the road map self how for reach to what God will show me. But you know what? I keep praying. I still keep believing God. I still keep doing my part. You know why? The rest is on to God. You don't stop doing what you are doing because somebody is not doing what they are doing or what you expect them to do. My own part is belief. Now that when it comes to Christianity, that's how it works. You believe God. If you sitting in the walk, you need continue for belief, sir. You continue for belief. If that is how you are doing it there, and Bible don't say do all things as unto the Lord. If way they serve, if way they do civic duties, if way they do business, do it as unto the Lord. The one that for God in me, I can make my own part. How I get peace in this world, that this. I do my own. What is God's own? I left and I do my own to the best of my ability. If we all able to do we own to the best of our ability, no matter how we want grumble, we not go feedback with the pass. Right now we have a lot of people in Sierra Leone that choose to give up. They give up in the way they don't give up with the motto, and they give up with the action.
Of course, they are tired.
We meet young people, very young, younger than me, seated every morning. They say no more. What do you do? By your body. You are giving up. You have given up long ago. You didn't go to office. You didn't say the office. The only thing they hope for now for a better job. Even if they give you a better job, you don't get the attitude for make that better job. They make sense for you because you go to the office broken, no hope, no inspiration, nothing. You just they go no more for find daily bread. Most of we inside what we have is we are on survival mode. We just want to eat. We just want to get a comfortable life. But a comfortable life is not what brings good things. It's not comfort that brings solutions. If you say if comfort be they bring fine thing, woman go need for and go through 9 months before you go na belle ward for born pikin. Then after you born, you never notice how woman they glad when you born pikin. They forget more than 9 months and that almost. They glad so for all in pikin. What I'm saying is that is how life is. There are struggles, there are tough times, but you see, when you go through that, there is definitely light at the end of the tunnel. You must glad it. But we know they watch life that way. We pay attention to the broken parts.
If I may come in,
please do.
Time to almost beat people. Of course, sir.
Of all waiting, you don't talk. Now I go just one for say. There was a speech made by the First Lady where he emphasized about we mineral resources, we governance being under the control of other people. Then
I saw that video yesterday.
Yes. And the first thing, why Sierra Leone still this strive? I agree with him 100%.
Me too. Yeah.
The reason why I agree with him, we mining companies are foreign-based companies.
Exactly.
So when you have foreigners coming to mine in your country, you have less to benefit. You do understand? So I so appreciate the current president, when His Excellency retired Brigadier Julius Madabio, where of course they try for look into the benefit with Sierra Leoneans them, where the country for gain from what we get as a nation. Now we get the minerals. You do understand? Even though we not get the technology, but for as fast now we get the minerals, we for benefit from the minerals that we will get. But government in, government out, we don't realize that we not get nothing with the benefit. So if the government, they try at least for push an idea for less alone benefit from the minerals they will get, at least, that's a very brilliant idea. You go every follow if we move ahead as a nation.
Yes.
And The investment na salon, na a foreign-based investment. We economic sector is under the control of foreign investors. Take for instance, Lebanese and Syrians get the highest investment in Sierra Leone. How many Sierra Leoneans then they do business? How many Sierra Leoneans then get shop them? Go on the street. You they see Lebanese, Syrians then get shop them. Now then they control the capital.
Brother, you go far. I went to school. Me and I dance. Now international school I go. I went to school. I was international school. The person was in a class with in their man. That was what they can force. I mean force. Your mama they beat him. I remember the day where I go play PS now once with him. Just because my mama meets we they play PS. My mama beat her about the quitting. Like I said, PS na sin. That one they can't force. Not so because it been get sense, so because the beat. It not be funny. I mean, if you say way you see Pekin get white skin and you need beat na host. Now that they don't say nah thinking. That one don't after it don't come for stay with on school. It graduates. Guess what they go get for do?
Business.
I shop now they put her.
Business.
Where some of we older would they go find way for work na office. And me from what I think about that, I remember talking to a lot of people there the whole of last year. Even me choir members they were I sit down, I'll tell them plain. I say you sit down now so you we're all young, so we're all in a college now, eh? I say, yeah, fine, nice. I say you sit down now so you plan say you left, you go work now one office. I say you ready been for me you generation so far. I tell them play. I tell that's what they tell people there. I say you really ready for make you generation so far. I say because what's the office where they go for? What's you go do at the office for work for other person back? Why not start something? If Sierra Leoneans all come together and say, may we all begin for start up business, you see how the economy the guys. Why? Because the money is generated from Sierra Leone. And by Sierra Leoneans. But we not get down there. We only wait for go work for
now just lastly, before they left. Here is a country where the citizens they know for do anything. We they blame government. We they put the problems, the burden to government, forgetting that now we are the government. The government now we the people that make up the government. The one way then there and are just representative. Now we are the government. You go open garage, you call young man and say when I can't join me for make motor, they not go there. Instead they go just sit down and treat the argue. And the culture we don't develop na Sierra Leone now that bra you body. Now you don't so pass mark. To the extent that any community you go meet bra you body. We will for try for waiting. For first, you know, for this culture we need for removal. This bra you body. No job is a minimal job. Any job when you get for as far as you they earn you living. Now a job. And you for proud. Okay? So, if we want for thrive as a nation, we want for develop, we for join on and help the government, one, for fight against the kush, we don't become an epidemic in the country where most of the youth, what they call future leaders, with leaders of tomorrow, don't become disarray. They're not there in good condition. You know? So now the thing Nandi.
Okay.
You know, we don't eat up so much of the time. The conversation was conversing. So yes, Fambulem. Till tomorrow, no one waste no more time. For say tata and see you same place, same time.